The Great Conjunction is upon us, as is the Great Awakening. And the Great Conjuncture is a mirror and a symbolic effect of the Great Awakening, which is about our 3D self merging with our 4D self to become 5D, or a fifth dimensional self. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 things you must know about the Great Conjunction and the connection to that Great Awakening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. I help people to find their center. In this video, Caleb and I are going to share with you 3 things you must know about the Great Conjunction and how it mirrors and is helping with the Great Awakening process. So, what is the Great Conjunction? It's something that happens about every 20 years or so, and it's happening between Saturn and Jupiter. And these are 2 heavyweight, powerful planets, and they, like us, are entities, beings, and they represent our 3D and our 4D self coming together. They represent our 3D and 4D merging to become our 5D self. And the Great Awakening is about not eliminating our 3D self, but it's about embracing and transmuting our 3D self and growing out of our 3D self, which is the solar plexus, to our 4D self, which is our heart chakra, and our 5D self is linked to our throat chakra, which where we speak our truth with alignment and our connection to our heart with feeling, and our solar plexus, which is our power, our confidence. So all of those things merged together represent us as a total being. And we don't want to destroy ourselves, but what happens is we actually grow out, like this plant here. We grow out of our 3D self into our 4 and 5D self. So this plant right here, I don't know if you could see this, but part of it died. This used to be a spider plant, and it just died one day. I've had this plant about 3 years or so since my twin flame and I went into separation, and it just died within a couple of days. And then all of a sudden, out of the old, the 3D, grew a new plant, 4 and 5D. And I literally did nothing with this plant. When I tried to do stuff with it, water it, whatever, it wouldn't grow. It didn't grow. It died. So what I do? Left it alone, sent it positive energy, and boom, days later, here's a little seed coming out of it and a bigger one. So that represents our 3D self growing out of the muck of our shadow and sprouting out of that to our 4D self, which is our heart chakra, and then to our 5D self. So what does this have to do with the Great Conjunction? What does this have to do with the Great Awakening? So the first thing you must know about the Great Conjunction is you need to start to integrate your solar plexus or your divine masculine energy. If you have any core wounds with your masculine energy, usually linked to our father energy from childhood, the key to us accessing our higher vibrational self and healing trauma lies in shifting out of and healing our inner child. That is the key to transformation and to growth. So you need to go back into your childhood, and you need to be the balanced adult that you needed as a child. Because let's face it, on this planet, we're all born here. It's a traumatic experience for a lot of us, especially those that are sensitive and that are starseeds. Anyway, so the first thing you need to know about the Great Conjunction is that you need to face your shadow self. You need to start looking and embracing that energy and see it as something that not happened to you, but happened for you to put you on your path. Because Saturn is about the old way of doing that. That's the 3D way. That's work hard. That's our masculine energy. To me, Jupiter is linked to our feminine energy, which is 4D. So the first thing you must do is you must look at your core wounds, your divine masculine energy. See if you've had any masculine wounds from your father's side or father wounds, core wounds that you need to heal. And look at your divine feminine side or your mother's side, mother core wounds from childhood that you need to heal and integrate into yourself. So that's the first thing, is look at and see which of these areas are being illuminated for you. I guarantee you that they're playing out in your experience and you may not even be aware of it. So the first thing you need to know about the great conjunction between Saturn and Jupiter is that you need to go within and look at your childhood divine masculine and feminine core wounds and ask yourself, what trauma am I holding on to, and where am I holding on to it in my body? Most likely it's in your solar plexus, having to do with self-worth, or maybe in your heart chakra, having to do with feeling and emotions and caring and your passion. And you need to work on both of those things. So the first thing is to look at your core wounds and see what needs to be healed. The second thing you need to do is to get really clear with yourself about what you want to manifest, not just for the next year, but for the next 10 years. I know that seems like a big stretch, but do you have anything big that you want to manifest? I know you can manifest it. Now is the time to dream big. So Saturn represents our 3D, our old belief system of work hard. Our 4D represents Jupiter, which is about expansion, about envisioning, about seeing it in your mind's eye or feeling it as if it's already happened and giving thanks and aligning those two in order to manifest. So you want to get clear about what do you want to manifest over this next 10 years. What big dreams do you have, Starseed, that you want to anchor into the physical? And it may take some time. What time that it's taking is for you to get into alignment. It's may not be physically apparent to you yet, because the truth is you may not be a vibrational match to it yet, and that's okay. So how do you become a vibrational match to it? By doing, number one, by letting go and facing your childhood and integrating some of your shadow aspects and healing some of those core wounds from childhood. And two, getting clear with yourself and the universe about what you want to manifest. Who are you and what do you want? I guarantee you, you're here for big dreams. I guarantee you, you're on a video like this, you stayed this long, you've got a soul mission that you're here to anchor in. And the third thing that you need to know about the Great Conjunction is that it mirrors the Great Awakening, in that it's helping us to expand our consciousness. It's helping us to find our center and raise our vibration. So they're mirroring each other. And we're about to enter the age of Aquarius. We're about to enter where we're growing out of that muck and that murkiness. So we need to know that our internal reality is creating our external experience. Let me say that again. This transit, this conjunction is showing us that our internal, our Jupiter, is creating our external Saturn, which is mirroring that back to us. So by doing the first two things that I said in this video, is to look at your childhood wounds and ask yourself, what do you want to manifest for the next 5, 10 years? And how do you want to leave an impact on the world? Only you can help with that. It could be a small mission. It could be a big mission. It just depends what resonates with you. And soon I'm going to put out a video. I put out something on Instagram about a 4-step process to find out what your unique soul mission is. And go check out Rainbow Om Connection Center on Instagram to check out that post. And you're here for powerful things. So number one, childhood core wounds from your parents' side. Number two, what do you want to manifest? Who are you? What do you want? Number three is realizing that you came here for big things, that you came here, but in order to do that, you have to make sure you're inner, finding your center and listening to your inner wisdom, yourself, you. Not even what I'm saying in this video. You got to check in within yourself and realizing that your internal state, how you feel, is being shown back to you by your external reality, and taking control of that and not leaving it to the fate of someone else out there over the rainbow waiting to save you. There is nobody coming. The vibrational access code to New Earth is in here. It's in 4D and above, but you have to merge and, clear out the junk of your 3D self by merging it, not by trying to destroy it, by feeling it, by integrating it and releasing it. And if you need some help with that, I'm going to link a guided meditation with Ho'oponopono, which is super powerful. It's based on 4 simple statements that'll help you raise your vibration. It'll help you find your center. A lot of people have had success with that, and so have I. It's amazing. It's based on 4 simple statements. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And forgiveness is one of the big ways to get to New Earth as well, internally. Hope everyone has a wonderful manifestation. Happy solstice. And know that you're a high vibe being. You're here for important shifts. But only you can do the inner work. From the inside out. Find your center. Peace and unity.